Nanoleaf Shapes. These are classic hexagons, triangles, and even mini triangles, all of which can be commingled to create some truly amazing and unique patterns for you and your family. Nanoleaf Shapes have been around for a while, but these ultra black triangles are brand new and they are stunning. With the holidays almost here, the Nanoleaf lineup includes some of the coolest smart home lighting available. In this video, I'm going to tell you more about Nanoleaf Shapes and cover some of the pros and cons of these new ultra black shapes. Stick around. Hi there, I'm the Brad Lloyd, and if you're new here, this channel is focused on building a smarter Apple home with product reviews and how-tos. Nanoleaf has been busy with a couple of new product releases, including ultra black triangles and lines squared, a twist on the popular backlit Nanoleaf lines to give customers even more flexibility to create their ultimate pattern. Nanoleaf isn't stopping there though, because early next year they'll be releasing a brand new Matter compatible Essentials line. I've been a fan of Nanoleaf Essentials with their thread-based A19 bulb and light strip. These were one of the first thread accessories to hit the smart home market, though unfortunately they're not going to support Matter as they don't include the necessary hardware to do so. So don't expect a firmware update to be coming with Matter support. So a new A19 bulb is coming along with the light strip, but also a couple of new products including a GU10 and BR30 bulb. I have a few Philips Hue White Ambiance GU10 bulbs in the pendant lighting above my kitchen island. I've been considering upgrading to color lighting for a while, but I haven't been able to pull the trigger with a $60 per bulb price tag. I'm hoping and expect that these Nanoleaf lights will be more fairly priced, and I'm anxious to get my hands on these and test them out. Today though, I want to talk about one of the most iconic HomeKit products, Nanoleaf Shapes. This includes hexagons, triangles, and mini triangles. You can use these on their own to create some really interesting shapes or mix and match for the ultimate flexibility. Start by thinking of where you want your shapes to go and what you want your pattern to look like. Now to make this really easy, Nanoleaf sells some bundles so you get all of the shapes you need in a single pack. There's some really cool options to choose from. I didn't say they're cheap, the emphasis here is cool. Nanoleaf also has an inspiration hub where you can select your product and browse some designs, or use the layout assistant within the Nanoleaf app, which will allow you to either shuffle or manually create your design, including an option to view in your room so you can get an idea of what your pattern will look like once on the wall. Thank you to Nanoleaf who sent me the triangle starter pack and a hexagon and mini triangles expansion pack for this review. I'm also so happy that I got to test those ultra black triangles, which I'll get to more shortly. Since I was sent particular shapes, I didn't create my design in advance, so instead I took a look at what I had and I tried to find something that I thought looked great. I installed these in my son's bedroom for some awesome lighting effects that I knew he would love. This also adds some needed interest on an otherwise pretty plain wall. Once you have your design, then it's pretty easy to get it up on the wall using the included adhesive and connectors. It's not hard to do, just take your time and you'll be good. So now that I have these fully installed, I think they look great. I added them to HomeKit using NFC, which makes the setup process super simple. In the Home app, I can turn them on, change the color, and dim these lights. The real fun happens when using effects though. I'll show you how to bring these into HomeKit after, but first, let's go into the Nanoleaf app so we can see everything that's available. When I go into the Nanoleaf app, I can immediately see my shapes design, which is helpful. The app will prompt you to select your orientation after you set it up for the first time, which will help to play the effects properly. Turn them on or adjust the brightness here, or choose a scene to play. The paint drops are static scenes, and the music notes indicate scenes that play to the beat of the music using your shape's built-in microphone. Here's a sample of some of the default scenes. You can also create your own scene, which could be fun if you have something in mind, but most of the time it's not necessary because there are so many scenes to choose from. Just go to the Discover tab and scroll through the various scenes that you can download to your device. The options are endless, and you'll be sure to find something that you love. To make sure you can activate your scenes in the Home app, make sure that you have Scene Sync turned on in the Nanoleaf app. Using proxy or virtual switches, you can incorporate your Nanoleaf scenes into your existing scenes that you already have set up. I have a whole video on this that I'll share in the description, but basically, you can program a smart plug that you're not using to activate your favorite Nanoleaf scene when turned on. Then edit one of your existing scenes and just have that smart plug turn on. Again, I go into a lot more details in my other video, so check that out. Nanoleaf Shapes includes a physical controller that allows you to control the power, dim, and shuffle through various scenes. You can also set up touch gestures to make this even easier. In the settings of your shapes, you have gestures where you can assign swipe up, down, left, and right. So instead of pressing the power button, you can make this a simple swipe left and use swiping up and down to control the brightness or whatever works for you. This definitely isn't necessary, but I do find it easier than pressing the small buttons on the controller. Though to be totally honest, most of the time I'm using shapes via automations that I've set up. The less manual intervention, the better. You can also set up touch actions. This is basically where you assign a shape to activate a scene in Apple Home. Basically, you can use your shapes as buttons. This is really handy. If you activate all of your shapes to activate scenes, then I could see this getting pretty confusing, but using one or two is a nice add-on feature. Like other Apple Home buttons, you can assign an action for a single, double, and long press. This is a really easy way to activate various scenes. I've assigned one triangle that can activate a few scenes so that my son can have extra control over the lighting in his room. Now let's talk about those ultra black shapes. This may just be my favorite product of 2022. In terms of functionality, it's really the same. There's no hexagons and no mini triangles, but I'm just totally in love with the matte black. They look so great when turned off, and of course, even better with an effect activated. The ultra black shapes were originally released last summer right around Prime Day, but it was a limited release. I was lucky enough to score some of these shapes, but they didn't stick around for long. When I heard last month that Ultra Black was being re-released last month, I was excited. I already had some, of course, but I knew that these would be in high demand, especially around the holidays, so I'm excited that you'll have the opportunity to pick some of these up as well. I have the starter pack, which comes with 9 triangles, plus one of the expansion packs, which comes with an additional 3. It's hard to describe why I like these so much. The original white shapes are basically the same, and I love them too, but there's just something about that matte black that looks so sharp. Due to the matte finish though, they are prone to fingerprints. Luckily, Nanoleaf thought ahead here and they included a microfiber cleaning cloth to make them easy to clean. Since I'm using these in the app and with my existing scenes and automations, it hasn't been an issue for me at all. Here are some of my favorite ultra black scenes. I also want to point out that if you like Nanoleaf lines like I do, then they recently released some pink and black skins. These give your line some extra personality, and I love how the black lines match these ultra black shapes. It's a bit of an accent color in our basement too, so works perfectly. Nanoleaf Shapes work as a thread border router, but they actually communicate using the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band. Wi-Fi will of course be one of the communication technologies compatible with Matter, but as of now, Nanoleaf hasn't confirmed if shapes will be Matter compatible or not. Hopefully they will be, but even if they're not, they are compatible with the major smart home ecosystems such as Google Home, Amazon Alexa, SmartThings, and yes, Apple HomeKit. So Matter or not, they should continue working for years to come. Nanoleaf Shapes may be among one of the coolest smart home gifts to receive this holiday season, though they do come at quite a cost. This is the feedback that I receive the most about. Luckily, I do have a promo code that Nanoleaf has provided me that will save you 10%. Links will be in the description. While Nanoleaf did provide me samples to test and review, this wasn't a paid sponsorship, and I was asked to provide my honest feedback. You know from my past videos that if I don't like something, I'm going to share that, as I feel I owe it to you, my subscribers, to give you my actual experiences, both positive and negative. The links in the description are affiliate links, so using them will help to support my channel at no cost to you. Thanks for all your support this year. Let me know your thoughts on Nanoleaf Shapes, and are you loving the Ultra Black as much as I do? Also, let me know what else you would like to see from Nanoleaf. Maybe some Ultra Black hexagons? That's it for this video. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.